hating me for being me. When I left the Mormon church, I didn't expect to be angry. I expected to feel relief and peace, which I did, but immediately after deciding to no longer attend church, I felt hot, intense anger. I was surprised by how mad I was. But I eventually figured out why. Because of what I had been taught at church, for a long time I had considered very rational, very normal parts of me to be inherently wrong, and I was angry I had been coached to view such natural behaviors and feelings, and myself for participating in such behaviors and feeling such feelings so unkindly. The natural man is an enemy to God and has been from the fall of Adam and will be forever and ever unless he yields to the enticings of the Holy Spirit and putteth off the natural man and becometh a saint through the atonement of Christ the Lord. This was one of the first Book of Mormon scriptures I memorized, not because I liked it, but because it scared me. Following my natural inclinations, I understood, made me God's enemy. I was committed to becoming a saint, but because I'm human, I often fell short. I would sin, and with every sin came shame, knowing I was willingly God's foe. The cycle was simple, yet seriously soul-dulling. Sin, then shame. Sin, then shame. Sin, then shame. There was no end. No matter my best efforts to no longer do so, I always ended up sinning again. The sinking sting of guilt only grew and expanded within itself. I fell deep into an excruciating depression. My self-esteem was low, and my self-despisement was high. During a significantly dark moment in high school, I wrote the following in my journal. It's so hard to be sad, because I want to be happy. But because of my stupid problem, sinning, I can't see God in my life. I feel stupid, useless, and lonely all day, every day. All I do is get bad grades, frustrate people, and be someone I'm not. I just want to be the old Tommy who liked sports and was smart, not the kid who was dumb and a stupid idiot. How I mourn with and for this wildly innocent child who so desperately wanted to be good and to be happy. I can still feel his pain and his hate for his humanity. I wish I could hug him and tell him he's no enemy to anyone, but just a person, and a good person at that. I'm angry at the church for teaching me otherwise, and I'm angry it continues to teach others, particularly kids, that they are, in some fashion, at all times, inherently God's enemy. Such a designation was an exhausting burden for me to bear. But a blessing of leaving the church is that this burden is no more mine. The journal entry I referenced earlier ended with this wish. I hope one day I can be me and be happy once more. To then, Tommy, today is that day. Happiness is once again yours. It took leaving all you knew, but look at all you now know. While I continue to heal from very real patterns of emotional self-harm I developed as a Mormon, I have come to respect, not fear, my humanity. I am no longer a slave to shame. I view myself in a positive light. Self-hate is being replaced by self-love. I believe the natural things about us are neither good nor bad. They simply are. There is no need to punish oneself for being oneself.